Blue Table fans, it's time for a battle report. Yes, I said a battle report. We're going to do the full deal. We're doing 2,500 points. It's Chaos Demons, V Orcs and Goblins. I've got Sky Marshal Anonymo on the video recorder. We spent about an hour talking about economic policy before this. That was awesome. Got my good friend Mike Dunn here. That's right. Gonna be at the retirement home with Mike, playing Warhammer. That's right. Be like, wheel me to the other side of the table. That's how it's gonna be. All right, let's do spells. That's the first thing you do in a game of Warhammer Fantasy. No, that is not correct. It's the second thing you do. The first thing is set up terrain. We're gonna revisit that in just a minute. I already set it all up. I like to do it, what's that called? Symmetrically, so that it's the same no matter which side of the table you're on. All right, let's do spells. Yeah, I've been trying to work in the phrase into a casual conversation. So anyway, that's getting cut. Or will it? All right, I have a level 4 Lord of Change, Lore of Tzeentch. So let's do this thing. Oh wow, look at that. So these are duplicates, so let's re-roll one of those. A 5, also a duplicate, so we got to re-roll that. A 4, also a duplicate, let's re-roll that. A 4, come on, we can do it. A 3, so 3, 4, 5, 6. And I am going to stick with that. So let's just mark those 4 spells. Tzeentch's Firestorm, oh no, that's terrible. So I'm going to get rid of the 6. And I'm going to change it into a 1 and take Flickering Fire of Tzeentch, Glean Magic, Gift of Chaos, and Bolt of Change. Bolt of Change! Boom! Bolt of Change! It's awesome. Now, let's move on to the Herald on disc. Now, he has Master of Sorcery, which means he gets all spells from one of the lores from the base rulebook. I have chosen the lore of, what's it called, Lore of Shadows. And so I don't need to roll for him. He's already got his 6 spells. By the way, that one ability, 25 points, Master of Sorcery, is really the great game-changing strength of Tzeentch, because you're guaranteed to get the spells that you need if you take that. And, oh boy. So really you can tailor your army to certain enemies. Fan of Lore of Metal against heavily armored enemies that have war machines and whatnot. All right, here's a level 2 Herald of Tzeentch. He has 2 spells, being a level 2 wizard. Let's roll. A 6 and a 2. I'm going to change the 6 into a 1 and take Flickering Fire of Tzeentch and number 2, Boon of Tzeentch. Wow. That's not so good. What was the other one, a 6?
6.
I'm going to keep the 6. So I'm going to take 2 and 6, crossing out the other ones. Now the reason is Boon of Tzeentch is a spell that gives him more power dice. Well, I don't need all those extra power dice just to cast the level 1 spell, which is cast, I believe, on a 4+. Okay, this next guy, he's a Herald of Tzeentch, level 2 wizard, also the battle standard bearer. So let's roll his spells. 2, a 6, and a 4. Now, you got to be careful taking very high casting value spells, because usually you can only do one or the other, and it's not that useful. And I'm not a fan of Tzeentch's Firestorm. So I am going to stick with 4 and then change this into a 1. So Gift of Chaos and Flickering Fire of Tzeentch. So let me tell you, with the other power I've given all of them, Flames of Tzeentch gives them spells that cause damage at a range and a shooting attack that causes damage at a range. Again, I think the strength of the lower level Tzeentch wizards.
Okay, this is my army. You've seen it many times before. I have a level 4 wizard and 2 level 2 wizards. And various other beastly characters. So, spells for the Great Shaman. Ooh, I will keep that 6. That's awesome. That's the WOG spell. Or plus, a different unit gets stomped again. So it's awesome. Lots of ranged spells. As many ranged things as I can get. I don't have very much ranged firepower. I have 1 unit of archers. Really, that's all. Everything else is tailored for hand-to-hand combat in my army. So as many ranged spells as I can get, that's what I need. Next shaman, 4 and a 5. I think I am going to take both of those. 5 is the Hand of Gork. That moves my units forward. And a 4 is the Foot of Gork. Same thing, it stomps on an enemy unit. And the last shaman, 2. 2 is Brain Bursta. That's a magic missile. I'm going to take that. And initiative tests. I'm going to take that for the demons. Okay, those are my spells.
Hey, it's a perfect Saturday night. We're playing some Warhammer Fantasy. I love Warhammer Fantasy. It's a great game. Let's take a look at the board. 6 feet by 4 feet. We've got forests, stony hills, which we count as easy hills, i.e. no penalty for going up them. Same thing here, stony hill, and another forest. Even though we don't use trees, we're still counting them as forests. These here, we're counting as difficult terrain. And that's about it. Obviously, here's Mike's army not set up. Mike Thunder! That's your new nickname.
Thunder?
Yep.
Okay.
Mike's a teacher.
Thunders are... See, why did they pick this particular... Our mascot is Thor, but we are the Westlake Thunder, so... I don't know. It bugs me sometimes.
Well, Thor's the god of thunder. It's a perfect mascot.
Yeah, but...
What are they going to do? Have a guy dressed up as a giant cloud?
I don't know. If I would have been able to choose, I'd pick something different.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
You know this is going to be on film.
Yeah, everybody knows how I feel about that already.
All right, let's roll for deploying first unit and thereby claiming a side of the table. 1 and 1. Yeah. All right, may your animosity tests be 1s. Okay, we have a 4. Demons roll. A 5. Bam. Well, I'm standing over here, so I'll deploy first. We'll let you know how that goes.